small pieces of information bit by bit, because it can be too difficult to swallow the whole truth. In the United States, treason falls under two categories, federal and state. In regards to the leaks from Edward Snowden, are we sure it is treason? What is treason? Treason was specifically defined in the United States Constitution, the only crime so defined. Article 3 Section 3 delineates treason as follows. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt act, or on confession in open court. More specifically, it states whoever, owing allegiance to the United States, levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death, or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined under this title but not less than $10,000, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States. Has Edward Snowden committed treason? No, he leaked information about the process, not content. Did he leak any information that the government was gathering? Not that we have seen. He leaked the fact that the federal government is overstepping its authority. He leaked the fact that there is a program like this in place, until we find otherwise. That is not treason. He has not waged war on his country. He has not given aid and comfort to the enemies of his country. He has told his country's citizens and the world what this overreaching government is up to. So, if he hasn't committed treason, why is the government after him? Because he exposed their secret operation that they did not want the citizens and the world to know about. How will this be handled? Well, let's start with a top-secret group called the Q Group. Q Group is a supposed organization within the American National Security Agency, responsible for internal security concerns, such as plugging leaks of classified information and monitoring and suppressing journalists who report on the NSA. The group is located within NSA headquarters in Fort Meade, Maryland. Does this group sound familiar? Think back to a little group called the Gestapo. The Gestapo had the authority to investigate treason, espionage, sabotage cases and any criminal attacks on the Nazi Party. They also had the power to quote-unquote plug leaks. Let's talk about who is really the treasonous person in America. The most visible person who has committed treason against the United States is Barack Obama. There are 13 offenses of treason that he has committed. Let's look at one of the most serious of those. Obama is guilty of adhering to the enemies of the United States, giving them aid and comfort, as witnessed by consorting with, supporting and installing to powerful federal positions persons who in writing, word and deed, have called for and promoted the overthrow of America's constitutionally guaranteed Republican form of government, and the overthrow of the United States Constitution, including but not limited to William Ayers and Bernardine Dorn, Cass Sunstein, John Holdren, Van Jones, Dahlia Mogohead, Harold Coe, and Eric Holder, in violation of U.S. Constitution. Article 3, Section 4 and U.S. Penal Code, Section 2385. Look these people up. Look up their past. Look up their beliefs. All anti-American. There is no comparison between Edward Snowden and Barack Obama. There is only one truly treasonous person that fits the definition. That is Obama.